Hey guys, Tom here from the State of Real, and today we're going to talk about all the possible fixes for your Wismec RX 2/3. Let's go. Alright, the usual problems with the Wismec are no atomizer found, check battery, or the LCD screen actually stops working. So we're going to go through each one of those. Alright, typically the biggest issue that people have is the no atomizer found, and that's actually the contact between your atomizer and your battery. So typically what I do is I take it apart, give it a nice clean with the Q-tip here, clean this area. Sometimes you can get actually dirt jammed down in between the contact here with your battery, and you can see it, and just take a Q-tip or a toothpick and try to pick it out. But usually the biggest issue that people have is down here between the base and your coil. Juice builds up in there and it actually messes with the contact. I have a Smok Beast RDA, and the only other issue that I've ever seen with this type of atomizer is sometimes the contact, because these can be screwed together, sometimes you can actually screw this down too hard into the atomizer and it separates itself from the base, which separates it from the contact here, which separates it from the battery. So that's where you get your no atomizer found. So sometimes you just need to back this off a twist, put it back together, and see if those come together and actually eliminate that issue. Alright, so diving into the check battery issue, what you want to do is see if you can pick yourself up a nice set of, this is actually for an iPhone accessory kit to take apart phones, but if you have a nice Phillips head screwdriver, this one's magnetic, you want to go down and take the screws actually out of the back here. There's 6 screws, 6 black ones, and then there's also a gold screw down here at the bottom. Now typically if you have a simple check battery issue, all you need to do is take the little foam plug that comes in the back of this. Let's see if we can show you that. Yeah, okay, so you see the gold screw down here. Well, typically there's a foam plug that you just need to remove to access that. People that have a simple check battery issue, all you need to do is just tighten that screw down, put the batteries back in, and sometimes that works for people. Other times it's more complicated. In the more complicated situation, all you have to do is take out these 6 black screws. Then you want to take your magnetic Phillips head and take out your gold screw in the back here. It's fairly long too, so just keep going until it actually frees itself up. Almost there. Almost there. Jeez. Alright, so now it's loose. It actually stayed with the contact inside the setup here. Once you take out those 6 screws, it actually allows you to take the front door off here, exposing your LCD and your board. There's a button here that you do not want to lose, and once you actually do that, then there's another gold screw right here that you want to take off. This one's about the same length as the other gold screw. Set that aside. Once you take that last gold screw off, it actually frees up the back portion here that the batteries get plugged into, and you can see that gold screw that I wasn't able to pull out there, but now I can grab that. Alright, so both gold screws are out. You got all the 6 black screws, and that's the contact that you want to tighten down. Sometimes you don't get a good contact between this board surface down here and this guy right here. So if that's not your issue, you want to check all your solder joints between your contacts here. Usually it's the top ones here. There are some at the bottom. I've never actually had anybody have an issue with those contacts down there. So what you can do is check these big guys down here. They're a little bit easier to solder. So it'll be this red wire and this black wire connected to your board. I've rarely ever seen this one actually go by this solder joint right here. If that doesn't solve your issue after you put it back together again, then up here you want to take out these 2 screws. Boom, boom. There's 2 springs in here that hold these guys in place. But then there's some solder joints in here with these little flimsy wires that you want to check as well. Now I got a soldering kit from Amazon for 20 bucks. This this is what it looks like. It was actually a freaking awesome kit. Let's see if I can put a link in the description at the bottom, but it comes with like everything for like 20 bucks. You don't have to go that crazy. If you just have a soldering iron and some solder, that should do you solid. But if that's not your issue, then I would definitely check these solder joints up here. Once you get that all checked out, I would almost guarantee that those are your issues with the check battery problem. This sets us up really good for showing you what's wrong with the LCD. If your LCD stops responding and is completely black when you push the buttons and it's not in stealth mode, it's a good chance that you have this issue. So peel your LCD off really slowly. There's a double-sided foam sticky tape there. Just hold this guy up like that. Now I'm going to show you here. I had this issue, so all you have to do is there's two little contact tabs on the right side here. You just put a little dab of solder on there, and that actually fixes your LCD screen. And one way you can check that without doing the solder test is if you take your screwdriver and lay it across these two contacts with the battery still in, you'll see your LCD screen actually flash on. I honestly haven't had any other people have other issues. Actually, I can't say that. Sometimes people actually crack their LCD screen, but usually that's through the face of here, and then it's obviously toast. Or they set this in a really hot area and they actually fry their LCD screen. But just be very careful as you're peeling your LCD screen off. This is just a piece of bus ribbon, and you can tear it. But after you put your dab of solder on there, that fixes your LCD screen. Excuse me. Once you're done, actually, just make sure you put this gold screw back in the upper position right here. Tighten her down. All right. Once she's tightened down, you have to do the last gold screw. This one's a little bit more tricky because it has that flimsy piece in the back. So typically what I do is I take my Phillips head screwdriver. Like I said, it's awesome that it's magnetic. I line it up real nice and I put it into that first loop, and I actually just lift it because sometimes it does not want to align with the hole. And then you'll hear it kind of click and it'll start tightening down. And of course it didn't. Jeez. Got it. I'm doing it now. Take your gold screw, line it up on your magnetic Phillips head, put it through the hole, lift that piece up so it falls right into the hole, and then you start tightening. Alright, so now she's tightened in there, as you can see. And I'm just going to double check that she's tight. Alright, and then you put your black screws in. You do want to take your LCD screen door and your button, make sure it's in there, and kind of lay your mod on top of it. Then take one of your black screws and line it up on your Phillips head screwdriver, and start with the screw holes in the middle. You just put one in, and one actually holds everything together. It just makes it a lot easier. And then you just continue, putting all the screws back in here. And I'm actually just going to stop there just to show you that after I took it apart, actually a couple times, because this is a couple times that I made this video. Line all my batteries up correct. It's important. Put everything together. There you go. So we got full power. Obviously it's going to say no atomizer found. Earlier I actually had the issue with the juice filling up the base of my atomizer. So I cleaned that out and we're good to go. Works, guys. Alright, well, I hope that helps a lot of you guys. This is a good mod, but it does, like anything else, need a little bit of care after a while. Nothing lasts forever. No mod lasts forever. But that's all you have to do, and thanks for watching, guys. Well, I hope this video helped you guys out. See you next time on The State of Real.